Who's the recording go to?
I'm just posting it on the. I just started it. I'm just posting it on the Agile Facebook page. I still don't know where Jamal is, but
Too early for us West Coasters.
7 a.m. We can do we can do a new time zone if you guys have something better that you prefer.
As long as I can do right now, unless you do it at night.
But you got to admit, getting up early is nice because then you have the whole day ahead of you.
No.
All right.
I have more responsibilities.
So did you guys both make it on the Live Live call last night?
No.
No?
For what?
Every Monday night, the Live Live corporate call is, and then.
No, I'm sorry. I was working last night.
Me too.
So I couldn't.
Recorded.
Good. I'll watch the recording.
I always like it. It's for me in the beginning of being a part of this industry, I would say just having that to plug into every week, because it's really easy to get discouraged, and it's really easy to kind of lose focus and just lose excitement and inspiration throughout the week and the days. So I always like having it just to plug into, just for it's almost like filling your car up with gas every week, right? You can't drive your car if you don't have any gas, right? So
it's the only one I missed.
I know.
But I was asking gas in my car.
I was asking for a friend, and that friend's name is Colton. Oh man. Well, I guess we want to get things kicked off. Christina, you started yesterday, so Matt, let's start with you today, my man.
My 3 things.
Yeah.
I don't have any blocks. Nothing really has changed since yesterday because I haven't had any time to talk to anyone. So mine is pretty quick.
Okay. So I assume yesterday was kind of an off day?
Yeah, I work from 7 in the morning to 9 p.m. and didn't have any time to do anything.
Understandable. What about today? What's your plans for the day? Anything you want to get done?
I'll have some time this evening. I need to catch up on watching the Monday night, Sunday night, and talking to some people if I have a chance to reach out. That's always my goal, is to reach out to as many people as I can on if I have free time. So, and then
I got one video I watched last night.
I did watch your thing you sent me.
Which one was that?
The motivational guy about not bugging people.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did tag you in that last night. Never mind. Yeah, that's why.
About not what?
Bugging people. Not really bad about bugging people.
There was a video training by a guy named Eric Worre, and I know Bill might watch this recording. So Bill, I know that name doesn't really excite you too much, but basically he owns a company called Network Marketing Pro, and he's a consultant for the industry, and he just does a bunch of free content on Facebook, just tips about network marketing and his perspective and his experiences over the past. But anyway, he had a video on Facebook last night that I saw that was called, what was it called? It was like when you feel bad about bothering people.
Oh.
So I tagged Matt in that last night. It was like a 12 or 13-minute video or something like that. But Matt, was that helpful? It made me think of you, because I know early on you always said you felt bad bugging people at night when they were like home from work or whatever. So
I've heard that before from different people.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about bugging people and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like setting up or continuing like encouragement to just do it and go out there. And the people that are really successful, they have all said that, don't feel bad about bugging people. So you just got to go out there and keep hitting people up.
Well, I know, Christina, you and I kind of had this conversation, I think last week, right? About talking with people, and it was a total conversation of, if you feel like there's enough value being added, you don't feel bad about talking to people, right?
Yeah.
So that was my biggest takeaway from that video last night. Not to get off topic here or anything, but my biggest takeaway and the thing that I like best was when you have the focus, when you're talking to somebody and the focus is all on yourself, then it's going to feel like you're bugging people. It's going to feel like you're bothering them. It's going to feel like you're going to them with your hand out. You're asking them for a favor.
Yeah.
But if you keep the prospect in your mind and you keep their interest in your mind, not yours, you keep theirs in your mind, knowing that you have something of value to their life, then it doesn't feel like you're bothering them, because then it feels like you're going to them with a gift versus going to them asking for, a handout pretty much.
Yeah.
So that was one of my biggest takeaways, at least last night. And I think the biggest part of that is, one is being a product of your product, which both of you guys were in Vegas. So firsthand what the experiences are like and what it feels like to be a part of it, right? So the question you got to ask yourself, and I'm not saying either one of you are worried about bothering people, but I just feel like it's such a common thing when you get discouraged to feel that way. And I've gone through it, Bill's gone through it, everybody's gone through it. So it's just you ask yourself, did I have an amazing experience, and would other people love experiencing what I've experienced? If the answer is yes, right, then you don't feel bad about bothering people, right? And I know, Christina, you and I talked about using like the different perks, like the Liv deals, and using all the parts of the membership, so you can actually, when you're sharing it with people, you have your own testimonies that you can share. Like, oh my God, I went out to eat just last night and I got buy one get one free, or I went shopping at the mall and I saved 30% on my receipt at wherever I went shopping. But it just makes things a lot more authentic. And easy. It just becomes a natural conversation versus a sales pitch, which is where we all want to get to, because it's sharing and sorting, not selling, right? So
one of my people yesterday, she ended up, that I've been talking to, I don't know, 3 weeks. She said no yesterday, she said, yeah, she did. She said, but thank you for the follow-up.
Ooh, yeah.
So I said, well, I wanted to make sure I didn't bail on you with the follow-up and just give you information and not follow it all the way through. And so that was my It Works lady, that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She still sees it as some ploy to promote, even though I explained to her that she doesn't have to come on that way.
Yeah.
So I think over time, and we have other things that now, because we've been conversating for so long, we have other things to talk about. So even though she said no yesterday, we were still having conversation, towards the end of the day about other things. So I feel like in time she might change her mind. I'm not putting all my hopes there. I just think that she has potential to see the value later.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
This weekend she went to a new product launch for It Works.
Okay.
And she was so excited about it that I think it just made it more like solidified for her that she didn't want to involve her. Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll just let that ride for a minute and whatever.
Yep. That's all you can do with those people, right?
Yeah. And then my other guy is going to sign on as Premier. Premier. That's the second level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work.
He's going to sign on as Premier. He said he has to finish this project. He's a contractor.
Okay.
So mid-May.
Oh, yeah. You said that. Yeah. On WhatsApp. Yeah.
Well, I didn't say it to Agile.
Right. It was a secret. Nobody else can know.
Yeah. What I found, like, with the people that won't commit to signing up so far, I mean, it will only be 2. He'll be my second one, but is getting them to look at the list and see which one they think they want to they would commit to, and then just talking that up. Yeah. Seems to really work. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I got on the phone, I like that you brought that up actually. So when I got on the phone with a guy the other day, he wants to promote, but so he didn't want to become a customer. But anyway, he saw the overview, or he told me he did. So he should have seen all the membership breakdown, the perks, everything, all the value of the membership. And we got on the phone, and he was asking, you know, like some people do, they'll ask questions that should have been answered in the overview had they paid attention.
Sure.
But I remember
I love these
I explained all the different parts of the membership to him, the Liv deals, the Liv assistant, and what they all do and how they work. And all of a sudden at the end of it, he's like, wow. He's like, this is like really, really cool. He's like, and a VIP is only $99 a month, he said. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and that's if you pay for it. You can get it for free. And he was just like,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know why anybody wouldn't want this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's like, if you really get all the value that you just said, he's like, if you get all those things, and on top of it, you get to go have crazy life experiences. He's like, to me, that's a no-brainer. So
Yeah.
some people just get it. And some people, it does take a little bit of just breaking it down for them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They just need that guidance. But no, I like that you brought that up, and good job, Christina.
I think what also people appreciate is when you break down cost for them of the trips themselves.
Yep. I agree.
Like I did that with one of the girls, and I showed her, like, I used Bali, and when we broke it down, she was like, wow, for $1,000 I'm gonna do all of this and my food and my transfers and my hotel, like lodging.
Yeah.
And this is someone who'd been telling me she didn't have any money for the last 3 weeks. For 2 months, because I tried to get her before we went to Vegas. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Sometimes it's just a constant drip, right? Like you just drip on people, drip, 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 and then eventually the bucket gets full and they're ready to rock and roll. But
can I ask a question while we're talking about promoting, like approaches to promoting?
Absolutely not.
So I think I told you that Colton suggested that I try 10, what I call cold calling, because I don't know another term for it, 10 people on Instagram.
What's going on here?
Help you get the other one.